All right, so the next thing that we need to take care of is creating the authentication system, and this will actually just take a couple of minutes, and this is the beauty of Laravel, just getting everything up, getting everything set up really quickly. So to do this, I'm just gonna go right here. I'm gonna go create auth system, create authentication in Laravel, create auth in Laravel like that. I'm gonna go ahead and click this link. All right, so it's giving me this warning right here because this is the documentation, and this is the version 7 of Laravel right here, and we're building this with 10 basically, So if we go right here down at the bottom, you can see the authentication quick start. So we will have a couple of, there is actually a lot of ways to create the authentication system with Laravel, but I'm gonna go with the most classic one, which is the Laravel UI package. All right, so let me copy this. Let me go to my project. Let me go to my exam htdocs, and there it is, the project. And I want to open up another command line. Since this is running the server, we need to grab another command line so we can actually do this. All right, so let me paste this in like that, and I don't want this to be 2.4 for the UI library. I'm just gonna grab the last version of the UI package, sorry. And yeah, just press enter to get, remove this version, and you will get the latest version of the UI package right here. You will get it installed so we can get started with creating the authentication system. So I'm just gonna stop, a minute until this is over, and I will get back to you. All right, so check that out. It's actually over right here. So it's telling us that you're using a version of 4.2 right here, and the library is basically installed, or sorry, the package is basically installed. And to assure you that it's actually installed, you go to your composer.json, and this is where our libraries and packages are installed inside this Laravel project. If you look down here, you will see Laravel/UI 4.2 or 4.2 right here. So yeah, so after installing the UI package, we need to go ahead and we also set up our authentication with some kind of let's say framework or library, anything like that. So I'm just gonna copy this link. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna paste this in. So by default, we can install this with Vue, but I'm not gonna install this with Vue. I'm just going to work with Bootstrap right here. So I'm just gonna go PHP artisan UI bootstrap --auth. I'm gonna go ahead and press enter, and this also should take a while. So let me stop the video and I will get back to you. Actually, it did not take that much. Maybe the next step will take too much, which is simply inserting or simply running the npm install and npm run dev, and the npm install and the npm run dev right here. It's going to allow us to compile our fresh scaffolding, execute the whole thing. So let me copy this, let me go right there and paste right here, and this will be the last step in inserting or creating our authentication system. If you look down here, you will not see actually the node modules folder, that will actually be created for us after this is finished. So the node modules folder, that's going to be right here. It's going to contain every possible library, that we can work with right here, and it's going to install for us the files and folders needed to finish up creating the authentication system. So yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna stop the video and I'm gonna get back to you after this is over. All right, so let's take a look after this is over. As you can see right there, it's telling me that it added 37 packages and automated 38 packages in 1 minute. So what it's basically, what this whole command line right here that is simply generated this node underscore modules folder, and as you can see, there is a whole bunch of folders right here and files for every possible package that you can imagine that will allow us to work you know, we're simply, you know, inserted like all of them, and we can simply use them to build this project right now. And I guess that my authentication system is done. So, you know, if I refresh this right here, you should see the login and the register links right here. Alright, so as you can see, if we click login, you'll actually see the login right here, the login for. Alright, so just gonna take a second. And if we simply go back or simply go to the register page, you know, there it is, the register page right here. So yeah, we have the forms right now. And what it also did, if we go to app, and the app folder contains a bunch of folders inside them, and possibly every one of them is important. So if we go to the HTTP folder, you will find the controllers, and the controllers are basically the logic for our own project. And we will find also the middleware, which is just a way of, you know, enforcing some rules on your own logic. If we go to the controllers, we will find the auth folder. So inside the auth folder, we will have a bunch of controllers right here. I would say that the most important ones are the login controller and the register controller, and those basically contain the logic for the for the login and for the register also. So what it also did, if we go to the models right here, we will find one model which is user.php, and this contains the columns right here for our own model, you know, the name and the email and the password right here. All right, what it also did, if we go to resources, if we go to views, and inside the views, we will find our own Blade templates. So if we go to the auth folder, we can see that it generated this couple of Blade files right here, which is the login and the register. And those are simply just, you know, the front end right here. This is the form for the login, or the page for the login, and this is the page for the register. All right, and also if we go to the routes, which is the, you know, one of the most important folders, we will see a bunch of files. You know, the one that we're going to be working with in this course mostly is you know, web.php, and inside it you will find this route, which is the route for the welcome page, and we will also have auth routes right here, which represents the login and the register routes. And we will also have the get, we will also have the home route right here, which we will go to after we register or log in. So yeah, this is what, you know, what creating the authentication system, you know, looks like, and this is the end result for it. So what I'm gonna do next, I want to go ahead and I want to try this out, but we can't try this out, you know why? Because we did not even create a table in the database for the users. So to do this, simply we need to go ahead right here. So I'm gonna need a new command line, because if you look right here, you can see that it's running Vite right now. So this is also, you know, I would say it's like a server, so we cannot touch this command line right here. We have to keep both of those running. And what Vite will simply do, it will bundle up, you know, our assets or our views or our Blade templates. So every time we make a change inside our own Blade templates, you know, it will actually refresh the page right away automatically. So let's keep this like that, and let me go ahead and grab another command line. So all I'm gonna do, since I already have, if we go to, let's see, if we go to database, if we go to migrations, you'll find that we have a couple of migrations right there. You know, the user stable, the password reset, the password resets right here, and the failed jobs, and blah blah blah. You know, the most important table that we are interested in migrating it, you know, that is the user stable right there. So if we open this up, you will see there is the structure of our table right there. There is the ID, the name, the email, the password, the email verified at, and the password, and all of that. So what we need to do, you know, to turn this scheme to a table inside our own phpMyAdmin is to just go php artisan migrate. All right, and this will basically migrate all the table right there. So there it is, it's running the migrations, and there it is, it's telling us that it's done right now. So if we refresh the database, we should see actually these tables right there. All right, and there is actually the tables right here. So there is the users table. All right, so it's going to be completely empty. Naturally, if you will see right here, ID, name, email, password, and all of that. So let's go ahead and let's refresh this. All right, and let's now try and register for a new user. So I'm just gonna go, there it is, my name, and I'm gonna go at gmail.com. Let's copy this, and I'm gonna keep the email and the password the same. Maybe I will keep I will keep the name like that. So there it is. So let me also paste this. So there it is. The email and the password are basically the same, and there is my name. So if I click register like that, so all right, so I'm actually in the home right now, so it's registering perfectly. If I click this up, I will see my logout right here. So yeah, if we go and simply try to refresh this, we should actually see our first user data right here. So there is the name, email, and password. It's encrypted or hashed out. So yeah, everything is working perfectly. Actually, I can simply log out if I want to, and I can simply click log in, and I can simply log in. The password and the email the same. If I click login right here, and as you can see, it's logging in with my information right here, which is awesome. So yeah, this will be all in this video, and in the next one we should go ahead and we should integrate our own theme, because of course we're not gonna keep everything dull and boring like that.